Hi, I'm Chris Cerino with Sky Industries. I'm out at the Pendleton Range, and I want to give you a couple of pro tips for one-handed shooting. If you think about one-handed shooting like pointing or fighting, you'll see a couple of similarities. When I point, and I point at you there, on screen I see you out there, you should be at the range. You can see that my hand's just canted just a little bit. If I do it with this hand, it's the same way. If I throw a punch, I punch and I hit with these two knuckles and I roll in, I rotate in. If I throw with my other hand, I punch and I cant in. So why wouldn't I shoot like that? After all, when we cant that wrist in, what it does is it aligns these two knuckles with these two bones, your radius and your ulna, and it's kind of a natural position. Another way to look at it is, when I stand and let my arms hang to my sides, my hands cant in, because that's natural muscular and skeletal alignment. I don't stand like a toy soldier and make them straight. They just kind of roll in. That's natural. So I want to show you what it looks like when I'm shooting this. I'm going to use Pendleton's double torso down there, so you'll be able to see and hear my hits. But I want you to see the gun and watch the rise and fall. Look for how much recoil actually comes out of my wrist. The gun really doesn't move that much. There's another key though here as well, and you're going to see it when I transition to my left hand. When I press that gun into my left hand, watch what I do with my thumb. I don't use my thumb. I don't need to use my thumb. My thumb is kind of flagged out because what that does is it helps me set my wrist. So when I shoot with my left hand, you can really see that the gun rises and falls from right where we're at. So I don't have to work very hard. One of the other questions I get a lot from folks is, what do you do with your feet and what do you do with the hand that you're not using to hold the gun? Well, my feet very rarely change. I stand in my shooting stance, which is feet, knees, hips, shoulders, square to the target. But I just shift at the hips. My weight shifts forward just enough, because from here I can still move and take off running. What I do with my non-shooting hand, whichever one it is I can either leave it hanging or I can bring it up across my chest, and I can utilize that as some sort of body armor, if you will, but it also steadies my upper body and locks me in tight when I'm firing those shots. So next time you're at the range, think about one-handed shooting like you're pointing or throwing a punch. Strong-handed or support-handed. I think you'll like the results. I'm Chris Cerino, and you can take that to the range.